Hey guys, welcome back to Tapin Podcast by TTBE. It is your girl, Myesha Banks, back here with another episode. Um, I found something very interesting that I wanted to talk about, and I believe that I experienced this before in my life. So, most people don't understand why they're stagnant, right? They don't understand why they're stuck in this specific place and they can't get out. It's almost like someone put you in like a jail cell, right? And you're trying to break out. And it's a difference between someone that's very ambitious, someone that can get themselves out of, dark places or being stagnant or just tight places. And I always tell people the difference between that is when you're stagnant, right? You don't understand the concept of losing something in order to gain something, right? So most people that are stagnant usually focus on the things that they do not want to lose, whether it's comfort, whether it's a person, whether it's an occupation. There's so many things that make them stay in a specific place because it's almost scary to take yourself to the next level, right? Because when you take yourself to the next level, you have to lose something. You have to let something go. And how hard is it to let something go, right? How hard is it to tell our minds that we have to give this up so that we could gain something and hope that what we're letting go and gaining would be amazing, right? It will all work out. And I think the fear comes in with not knowing what's next, not knowing when I let something go that whatever I put in front of me will work out. And if it don't work out, how do I get over that? So sometimes the mind just say, you know what? Let me just stay in this place. Let me just stay comfortable. Let me just stay where I know how much I'm making every 2 weeks. I know how much my business is making every 2 weeks or every week or every day, that I don't want to excel myself to the next level. And I think when you start challenging the mind and you start telling the mind that I need to do something different, you're actually going against the mechanisms of what your body and your mind normally do. So when you force your body to do something that it's not used to, when you force your mind to do something that it's not familiar with, your body and your mind starts to reject the new direction that you want to go in. And then it makes you stay still. So the ambitious people are people that play chess, not checkers. It's people that are willing to move, situations and decisions in their life. They're willing to move them around the chessboard, even if they're losing. The whole aspect of it is that they are going to win. And ambitious person always focus on winning. They do not focus on what if. They do not focus on if it could be. They do not focus on what if it fell. A person that focuses on being ambitious and elevating again to the next level, they go in with a winning mindset. And I think that when you remove yourself out of being stagnant, you have to go into every situation with a winning mindset. You cannot go in there with a heavy conscience of what if I don't make it? What if I don't do it? How am I going to do it? If you just go in it with knowing that you can and that you will, and that there's nothing that can stop you from accomplishing any goal in your life or just elevating yourself, then you will win. But winning takes a different type of passion. It takes a different type of belief system. It takes a different type of person that has this hunger of satisfaction, financial relief, emotional relief, struggling relief, breaking generational curses. You want to be different from your family. You want to be different from your parents. Most of us fail to realize that we are very, you can compare yourself a lot to your parents or whoever raised you. There's a lot of similarities that might play in your life that you don't even notice because you're not transparent enough to see, the comparison of someone that you do not want to be like. It is very difficult to see that. But once you identify that, I don't want to be a product of my environment. I don't want to be a product of, how I was raised or who I was or where I came from. I kind of want to change that. In order to do that, you have to challenge your mind. You have to challenge your hunger and your ambition. You have to challenge all the things that you are not used to or was never taught, right? So why are you delayed? Why you're not doing well in credit? Why are you not doing well with money management? Why are you not doing well with, choosing a career? Why you're not doing well is because you have not rewired your mind. You have not retaught yourself the things that you were never taught when you were younger, or even in school when we were younger. We weren't exposed to certain information. So in order to remove yourself from being stagnant, you have to be willing to break out of that. You break out of that barrier of being comfortable. You have to break out of the barrier of believing that you are not going to be okay. You have to break out of the barrier that the mindset that you must have is to focus on moving. And if you're constantly moving in life, you're going to be growing, right? You have to keep movement in your life. You have to keep a flow. We look at water, water flows. Everything in life flows. So that means that if you're not functioning like the natural things that are on earth, you're not going to be successful. You have to allow your life to flow at a good speed, at a good pace, so that you won't be left behind. And you're not trying to play catch up at a certain time in your life that at that point doesn't really matter, right? So most of us want to be entrepreneurs. We want to be millionaires. We want to have a good career. You want to have all these things. We want to know the play to this and how to get this and how to get these cars or how to flip houses and all this. But do we have the tools internally? Do we have the mindset to even accomplish those things? Do we have the mindset to even think that we want those things? That's the trick question right there. Do you have the mindset? Because a lot of us can talk about the things that we want, but there's no movement. So who's going to believe you, right? Who's going to believe that you can become the best version of yourself? So that comes with you. That comes with you building that strength, building that power, building that passion, building that mindset, building that ambition, building, those barriers that can keep you on your toes. You need to be the excitement in your life. You need to be the person that's proud of you. You need to be the person that can look back on your life and say, I've done everything I tried. I tried everything. I've done everything that I that I thought of, that I wanted to do, and I am proud of myself. And in order for you to be proud of yourself, you have to put those tools into play. You can't sit on dreams. You can't sit on goals. You can't sit on ideas. You can't sit on direction. You can't sit on faith. You have to move with those things. You have to move with those skills that were placed inside of you through your experiences of growing. And in order for you to be the best version of yourself, in order for you to be this lavish person or this person that's pretty astonishing and illuminating and successful and confident and financially healthy, you have to apply these skills. So moving forward, in order for you to remove yourself from being stagnant to ambition, change that mindset, change those goals, change those movements, change those bad habits. Get up and get ready because your time is coming and you don't want to miss that time. All right, so make sure y'all tap in with Tapin Podcast. It's me, like I said, Myesha Banks. I am going to be here all the time throughout life. Make sure you guys subscribe to my Apple Podcast. Is up for subscription right now, excuse me. And also make sure y'all follow the YouTube, follow all the platforms. You are able to watch this video live as well. I love you guys so much, and I see y'all and talk to y'all next episode.